Only Small Bites dropped, and we haven't watched any of his videos in a while. So we're checking this one out. It's about song features.
Song features are what I like to call the unannounced visit from someone you probably don't know on your music.
Who are you? I'm from the IRS.
Features can be really
Nice.
great, some of the best things to happen to a song, but they can also make me want to throw up and delete the song from my album, then my brain, you know the ones. But what even is
Valid.
a feature? If I sing along, am I technically a feature? What are some amazing features? What are some bad ones? Did you know about secret features? What are the worst
I love secret features
of all time? If you have one, good or bad, before we start, let me know down below. It's crazy.
Okay. Worst feature of all time. I mean, there's a few. We could go Cardi B on Rodeo by Lil Nas X. Ruined that song. I was so hyped for that song before it came out, and then I found out she was on it, and I never listened to it. I heard part of it with her on it, and I was like, yeah, never mind. It was gonna be the best song he ever put out, and then she's on it, so it's bad. There's that. There's... What else we got, bruh? I feel like there's one that I heard recently that's just not good. Or one that I was talking about recently that's not good. Nicki Minaj on Poke It Out. That one wasn't good. She could have done way better. Like, she put out a better verse that year, I think. Like, she just did Cardi dirty, to be honest with you, bro. I think she was trying to mimic his flow, and that's what ruined it. It's bad. I feel like Drake has a few bad features. I can't think of one right now, though. But there's a few. There's a lot of bad features, dude. Honestly.
Crazy. And that's what we're getting into today. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Okay, let's get into this. Enjoy.
Pre-W. Oh, I forgot this intro now.
Huh, no fade in. Wouldn't it be really cool if I got an actual artist to feature in this video? Yeah, that would be. Anyways, when I started this topic, I was like, there's no way this could be any longer than like 4 minutes. But the deeper I got, the crazier I got, and found stuff that made me go very epic. And hey, my new store is looking pretty proper now. And as far as I know, I don't think I'm getting anything delivered today. Now I have more time to focus
here we go.
on the real things.
How my friends look at me when I tell them I'm driving.
Here we go.
Package for Mr. Bites.
Did I order something?
Hey there, yes you. You're probably in a box right now. Are you looking for that next fix? Have no purpose? Need the thing that will get you out of your bed and give meaning to your miserable life?
What?
Kind of direct, but okay.
Well, look no further. Introducing Song 2.0. Now with new features, including state-of-the-art happiness boosters to be in your music. And so what are you waiting for? Go to your local music store and pick up Music 2.0 today.
Brought to you by
W ad.
a division of Red Media. Health side effects include nausea, heartburn, headache, dizziness, weakness. I get
Why
it.
are you saying the side effects so slow?
The features of songs. Smart. And I guess that's what I got here. Well, if that's not the cue, I don't know what is. So what better time than now? Let's get our hands dirty and delve into the world of song features.
You may also develop a strange...
I was about to say, I can tell the side effects are still going on.
It's still going. I like songs. I sing along. I like when they're short. I like when they're long. But if you told me there's a way to make a song even longer, I'd say you're lying to me. Song features come in many shapes and sizes, as well as a variety of styles from a range of vocalists. Features are a way for artists to do many things. They can be used to fulfill an artistic vision for a song, making it truly complete. They can be used to create a storyline, add more character to a track with inflections, tones, and styles. Or, for the most part, they could just be padding. Song features are a nice change of pace, as it gives the listener a break from hearing one meatbag's voice to another's, free of charge. Here's the thing, right? I love the idea of taking another artist and forcing them to be on your record. That's all fun. But features can either be really good or really
Don Toliver has been killing it with his features run, bro. I mean, if we're being honest, I had no clue who he was until I heard Can't Say. And at first, I was like, what is Travis doing with the autotune? But then I realized it was a different voice, and he low-key is the best part of that song, bro. He's just so good. Moon by Kanye, he's the best part. There's a lot of great features. All of his stuff with Internet Money. I mean, he doesn't miss, bro. And he's been going crazier within the last year, to be honest.
bad. You Stay outside.
He's kind of the
Have you ever
best
had a
feature
song
artist
that's
right
just
now.
totally ruined by the other person on it? I know
Yep.
I have, and I don't want to talk about it. But I also know the opposite. Times where the feature totally blew over the original artist. Basically,
Low key, Moneybag Yo on that one song on Polo G's album, he carried. I wasn't even a fan of him like that before then, and I became a fan after that. I started to actually listen to his music. There's some other features that kind of carry. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Casey Hill on 90210 by Travis Scott, she low key carries. SZA on Okay Alright, the interlude of that, great feature. Anna Wise hasn't carried Kendrick yet, but she adds so much to his songs whenever she is a feature, and I hope she's on his next album like so bad because she's so good. I mean, everything Nate Dogg ever did feature wise, to be honest, just added so much to every song he ever touched. Who else is there that's like crazy? Drake was a really promising feature artist for a few years, but he kind of broke out of that, but also he kind of just became the guy to, like, you know, help people get songs to be better. So it kind of just became default for him to carry, but most of the time was mediocre on his part. He was just better than the other artists, you know. Uzi has had some pretty good feature runs. Cardi's feature run in 2019 was insane. From Solange's album to the Mustard album to the Tyler album. His feature run in 2019 was crazy. Tyler's had some really good features recently too, but he didn't really do features like that before, like outside of Odd Future back in the day. So that was cool to hear. There's a few people that really just go crazy with the feature. Gunna features in 2018, insane. Thug features pretty much all the time, crazy. Future features most of the time really good. Sometimes they're kind of bad, but most of the time they're really good. Lil Baby is definitely like solidifying himself as one of the best feature artists for sure. There's someone else that's like really certified. Even Rihanna, like 7-8 years ago. Crazy feature artist. Crazy feature
you're
artist.
turning that song into theirs. You have your basic stuff. People featuring artists in their respected genres, singers with singers, rappers with rappers. You see it all the time. What you don't see as often is rappers getting non-rappers to feature, and vice versa. You see it pop up a lot more nowadays, but even in the mid-2000s, it wasn't super common. To a lot of people, Kanye and Jay-Z getting Chris Martin from Coldplay on their songs was seen as a weird choice.
It was, bruh, but I think that's why it's so hard. But also, Chris Martin is just Chris Martin. Like, he's fire, bruh.
That can be a gamble, but it usually pays off. It's kind of hard to hate a good singer, you know? Even Travis Scott, when Astroworld came out in 2018, God, I'm an old head, he didn't show his features for like a week, so every track was a straight guessing game. And to be honest, it was kind of fun. What about
the first time I listened to Astroworld, I went crazy when I heard Drake on Sicko Mode. I went crazy when I heard Sheck West in the background on Carousel. When I heard Frank Ocean on Carousel, I almost cried. I already said Don Toliver. When I heard 21 Savage on NC-17, I was like, okay, this is fire. Because like 21 Savage wasn't the 21 Savage that we know now. He was still like the, you know, murder rap kind of, you know, underground guy, even though he wasn't that underground. But it was still cool to hear. Who else is on that album? The Weeknd on Skeletons and Wake Up was insane. I feel like there was one more feature on that album that just went so dummy. Juice World on No Bystanders. When I heard Juice on No Bystanders, I was like, yo, that's hard. I love when people hide the features, bro. Like when I first listened to Donda, just like trying to figure out who was on it. It's great. I love when people do that, bro.
And the feature is not really.
And J. Cole when he dropped Off Season. It was nice to hear 21 Savage and go crazy. And then I heard Moray and I didn't even know it was Moray.
Feature, but it's just you in disguise. Well, if you're one Jermaine Cole, you put your voice through a Brita filter and call it a day. One of my favorites for unorthodox features is the virtual band Gorillaz. Since they're a fictional band, they can get away with pretty much anything. And David Albarn uses this to show off and experiment all the time. Rapper LL Cool J started a beef with one of his features back in the day, but I'll save that story for another time. Sometimes a feature is so good, it can literally spawn the career of the person or persons featured on it. My favorite example of this is definitely the song Nothing on You from B.O.B. featuring Bruno Mars, which, did you know, was actually the debut single of both him and Bruno in the...
Crazy, bro. That's so crazy to think about. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought Bruno Mars made his breakout with Grenade or Millionaire. That one song, Millionaire, by whoever it's by, featuring Bruno Mars. I thought one of those two. But the fact that it's Nothing on You is wild, because I remember that song. That was on the radio like all day, every day in 09, 2010, whenever that was.
Wait. Okay, now. Yeah, both of them debuted at the same time.
Crazy.
One song. That's insane, considering how
That's
one
so
is
crazy.
so much bigger than the other now. Mm-hmm. Come on, Bob, reel it back a bit. But not to undermine B.O.B.'s achievements, the album that's
went
from
crazy.
his debut album, The Adventures of Bobby Ray, went on to do nothing.
Airplanes with Haley Williams is one of the wildest rap songs of all time, mainly because Haley Williams of Paramore was on a rap song in 2009 or 2010, whenever this came out. I really can't remember. I think it's 09 though. Like, that's insane, because she was already a massive artist in one of the greatest bands of all time, especially in the 2000s. And it's just on a rap song, bro. And it's so good still.
Numbers, going 2 times platinum in the US and having the smash hit single Airplanes on
That
it.
went
There's
2
a lot
times
more I can
platinum?
say about that song.
Wow.
No, I won't. Of course, Mars would go on to completely blow up by doing features in other songs like Billionaire and having huge solo hits.
It was Billionaire, not Millionaire. I don't remember, man.
Spearheaded by himself and his production crew, the Smethingtons. Yep, that's their name. Don't look it up. Here's a
Wow.
question for you. When a song has a feature in it, do you look at it as the song name with the feature in the title, or the song name by itself and the feature on the artist?
This is actually a good question. I think it just depends on how the artist puts it on their album. Because, okay, if we look at, let me find an album, bro. If we look at, say, Big Fish Theory by Vince Staples. This one doesn't really count, but it kind of does. All right, I'll explain. There's definitely features on this album, right? Like, I don't think Sophie counts as a feature on Samo because she did the production, but like kind of a feature, right? Or like, even Big Fish. Bro, Juicy J is on this song. But like, it's kind of hard to tell because it doesn't say that. But then if you look at an album like Two Alive Geek Pack, you have Outside featuring Young Thug. Is the song Outside, or is the song Outside featuring Young Thug? Because it's Yeet and Young Thug. You know? That's kind of confusing. But then also, you have situations like I Know Nigo, where you have a song that's Hear Me Clearly with Nigo by Pusha T on Nigo's album. But then if you look at Pusha T's album, which is where, ignore the Taylor Swift stuff, okay? If you look at Pusha T's album, it's Hear Me Clearly featuring Nigo on Pusha T's album. I don't know. And then you have, I can't think of a good example, but like maybe Watch the Throne. Then you have something like Watch the Throne, where yes, it's a collab album, but then you have No Church in the Wild, that's the name of the song, but technically it's featuring Frank Ocean and The Dream. So I don't know. I really think it just depends on how the artist puts it in the album, because I really don't know.
Kind of confusing, I know. An example would be something like See You Again from Tyler, the Creator. Is the song called See You Again featuring Kali Uchis? Like, is that the full name of the song? Or is it Tyler, the Creator featuring Kali, See You Again?
I think it's just See You Again by Tyler, the Creator featuring Kali. In that situation, only because I've heard him say that, sort of. And I think that's what most people mean intentionally. They just kind of do it weird by putting the features in the title. It's a weird thing that's happened in the last 15 years with music, and I don't like it. But at the same time, it makes sense when it comes to how people used to announce songs on the radio. They'd be like, and that was See You Again by Tyler, the Creator featuring Kali Uchis. Like, you know, or that was Tyler, the Creator's See You Again featuring Kali Uchis. Like, I don't know. I don't know, bro. It really just depends.
Like, the song is just called See You Again. You think it's a no-brainer which one it is, but just the fact that I'm asking you means it's a lot bigger than you think. Personally,
It depends.
I subscribe to the latter. I just think it makes more sense. You know,
It
Tyler
does.
wrote this entire song by himself.
Yo!
Even Kali's part. In fact, he wrote a lot of
good,
this
bro.
album by himself. I didn't know.
He wrote all of his albums by himself. Low key. But I think he did the majority writing, like for the entire album, by himself on Flower Boy, I think.
Where else to put this, so I just put it here.
Nice.
I just thought that was neat. But what constitutes as a feature? Like, is there some hidden rule? What if the original artist isn't there on the vocal side of things at all? Well, look no further than in the world of EDM, as these guys get away with it constantly. See,
Yes, bruh. Something I never understood when I was coming up, because I got into EDM way before I got into rap. I never understood how there would be like a Skrillex song featuring, let's say, Diplo. And Diplo doesn't rap, he doesn't sing, he doesn't even talk on the song. Like, do they co-produce and then it counts as a feature? Or what? Like, I don't know.
in the world of EDM, the artists and DJs making these songs don't actually sing on them. I know, this is super taboo, but bear with me. They get people who actually do know how to bust it down on the mic to do that job for them. Artists like David Guetta, Tiesto, Avicii, Deadmau5, Major Lazer, DJ Snake, Zed, not to be confused with Zed's Dead, totally different. These peeps lay the backing track, aka all the wubs and dubs you hear, and get someone they know to do their thing on the mic. But because they're not present vocally, it can be a bit confusing to some, as over the past decade, you can see this general confusion on what they actually do. This is a Nicki Minaj song! You like this kid creep? But by far, the worst contender for this format, ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you the bane of radio's existence for about 3 years straight, the Chainsmokers. You know
oh my god. Okay. Let me hold on, bro. Let me rant about the Chainsmokers real quick. So they had some really good songs in 2016, right? They had like the one Closer with Halsey, amazing song. Something Just Like This was that with Coldplay, or was that just with Chris Martin? And that's a whole different thing when it's like featuring a band. Like, is it the whole band or is it just a few members? Because you really only hear the vocalist, because most of the time it's like an EDM song. So like if you're featuring a rock band and I don't hear any guitar or like live drums, is it the band or are they just writing? Like what? But anyways, I don't understand how they can get away with putting out really big songs all the time, except for until recently. They haven't really put out anything massive in the last like 2 years, as far as I know. But do that with these pop artists or rappers or whoever on the same beat, bro. A lot of their beats sound identical, and not even in a way to where it's like, oh, the Chainsmokers have their own sound, like how Pierre Bourne has his own sound. Their beats literally sound the same, bro. I don't get it.
They have a song called iPad, right? Truly amazing. Yes, defendants Mr. Chain and Mr. Smoker have developed this formula for crafting a technically impressive but very boring style that people just eat up for their Instagram videos. Obviously, I don't go after their stuff as much as I can with the other guys, but they got their fans, man, so I can't say they're doing anything.
I like their stuff. It's just kind of annoying, because like every time they put out a song between 2015 and 2018, it would be on the radio nonstop. And they would sound the same, bro.
Inherently wrong. I mean, with these numbers, you got to be doing something right. So let me just give you that here. You fellas, think about it. But all right, we're done scratching the surface. We need to go deeper. You know what a posse cut is? Posse cuts are when you have four more.
Oh, I love posse cuts. Oh my god, bro. One Train, amazing posse cut. Does it count as a posse cut if it's just a lot of people, or does it have to be like a group of people within the same? Let's see what he says.
More features on a song and can get so long even the Simpsons won't know what to do with it. The song One Train by A$AP Rocky is a good example. The classic odd feature track Oldie still goes hard today. It's crazy looking back on that video and just seeing.
So I guess posse cuts are just long, like songs with a lot of features that are really long. So technically, All of the Lights by Kanye West is a posse cut, because there's Rihanna, Drake, Kid Cudi, Alicia Keys, I believe Elton John's on it. Charlie Wilson, I'm pretty sure, is on it. There's a lot of people on that song. And I think Bon Iver did the, what's it called, bro? The piano for the interlude, or technically the intro.
where everyone would
That's
end up
technically
in
a
such
posse
a short
cut.
amount of time. And just to mention him again, we got your boy Kane Wizzle with his tracks Monster, that timeless Nicki verse. Jay,
Monster is also a
I don't
posse
know,
cut,
dude. And so
I guess.
Paul, both from Dark Fantasy.
True.
All right, Jay, come back. Goblin cool. But tell me, what's the longest posse cut you think? Well, if your hip hop band,
The longest posse cut I can think of right now is either Oldie or there's got to be something longer than Oldie that I know. With a lot of people, because I know longer songs than Oldie, but it's just like Aphex Twin stuff. Like Deadmau5. So it's like only one person. I don't know.
The Roots, you would say it's your song off your self-released debut album with the track The Session, bracket,
Okay.
the longest posse cut in history. This is what they're teaching in history classes now? Alrighty. This thing clocks in at
Sick.
a whopping 12 minutes. It's good. What if you are there vocally,
Okay.
but not physically? Like when you're dead. Ugh. Posthumous features have always rubbed me the wrong way.
I do not like posthumous features most of the time. Most of the time, they're done horribly wrong. I liked Michael Jackson's feature on... What's the name of that song? Don't Matter to Me, off of Scorpion. That's a really good posthumous feature. I liked Juice WRLD's spoken intro on I Miss You Too by Drake and Kid Cudi off of Certified Lover Boy. Good posthumous feature. There's a lot, though, that are bad. Oh, yeah, Friday Night Cypher. That's another good posse cut. I kind of forgot about that one. That's a good one for sure. Yeah, valid. Also, Jesus Lord Part 2 is kind of a posse cut because it's Jay Electronica and The Lox. I feel like someone else is on there too. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, posthumous features. There's a lot of them though that are just like bad and disrespectful in a way. I'm not even gonna lie to you, dude. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I like Don't Cry by Wayne and X, but it just doesn't feel right. You know? It doesn't feel right at all. And there's a lot like that. Like even Static Major on Drake's first mixtape, I think, because he had already passed by then, I'm pretty sure. That one's kind of weird. Or Static Major on Jack Harlow's last album. That's what they all say. That was like, it fit. It was good. I liked it, but I don't know, bro. Like, it's kind of a weird question because, like, morally, would they want to actually be on this song or work with this person or whatever? You know, I think it's worse when people put a bunch of features on a posthumous album. Like, there should not be 30,000 people on a Juice WRLD album in 2022. Or like 1 million people on X's album Bad Vibes Forever in 2019. How does that make any sense, bro? I feel like there's people on that album that genuinely would not have made the album. Why is Joyner Lucas on Shining Like a North Star remix? Or North Star remix, as they call it. I personally like the original way more. But like, it just doesn't make sense, bro.
I feel like it's really reflective
Doesn't
of
make
the shady
sense.
posthumous business with
Yes.
everyone scrambling to get whatever last vocals they can out of whoever. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't nice to hear the artist again, especially if it's new stuff, but like, I know they're dead. We all know they're unalivened. So why am I still hearing them in my ear holes? One that comes to mind is Drake commissioning, wouldn't you know it, Michael Jackson to appear on Scorpion's second half. Nothing too
I think that was a good one. Kind of weird, but still a good one. I think they did it well.
crazy. Just on the track Don't Matter to Me, just like this album. But did you forget this is a thing already? Nothing really was the same since 2016. I'll tell you what. Features are cool,
Yikes.
right? But you're cooler. Thank you so much for watching.
W video.
Already. And hey, look at this TikTok I found. See, this guy makes a slushy out of what the?
Yo, W video, man. I kind of wanted to see what that guy was gonna make a slushy out of, though. L and